Join me for some deep core work. What you're going to do is you're going to start off on your back on a mat and just find a nice relaxation here. Your knees are going to be bent, nice hip distance apart. Feel some ease and take a deep breath. And as you exhale, I want you to tuck your pelvis under so your low back pushes into the mat, and then release. And then push the low back into the mat and then release. And you can even see a little bit of engagement and release. Take a deep breath. Push the low back into the mat and hold from here. And as you hold, imagine someone is going to punch you in the stomach. And you want to have that stability and that holding from the inside out. And keep on holding. Keep on holding. One more breath. And release. Let it go. And we'll do that again. Brace the core, push the low back into the mat, and this time grab a block. And what we're going to do is we're going to push on both sides of the block. And so you're pushing your low back down into the mat, and you're pushing both ends of the block. And you might feel a nice little tension rising in your upper abdominals. And we're going to hold on to that sensation for a couple more seconds. Hold, hold, hold. Keep pushing, pushing, pushing. Inhale, take a break. Take a breath, relax. Now we're going to brace the core, push the low back into the mat, bring the arms up overhead, and we're going to drop the block over our head. And you'll feel some more of your upper abdominals turn on. You'll feel on a little bit of your lats, a little bit in the shoulders. And we're just going to drop the arms overhead and then bring it back up. And what we're doing is we're increasing the distance. Our arms are away from our body. So we're increasing a lever that our core needs to continue to stabilize. That's what our abdominals really are. They're these big stabilizer muscles that wrap all around our midsection. And the more we push away from them, the more they have to stabilize in space so our bodies can remain feeling safe. And we're going to do this one more time. Drop it overhead and then bring it up. And now we'll do a crunch up and down. So we'll lift the shoulder blades off the mat and slowly lower down, and curl the shoulder blades off the mat and slowly lift it down. And I want you to think like you're reaching yourself straight up in space, up overhead, right? Getting the shoulder blades lightly off the mat. We're not going forward, right? We're not going like this way. We're going straight up in space, holding at the top and then releasing down. Straight up in space, release down. Two more, up in space, lower down. Last one, up, lower down. Take a little break, breath, inhale, audible exhale, let it out. This time we're going to push our low back into the mat. Arms are going to reach down by our sides, and we're going to try to reach for our right arm to our right ankle, our left arm to our left ankle. And if you can touch your ankles in space, I always encourage people to move their feet further away. The work is not in touching the feet, the work is in the reach. So if you have to keep on reaching, you're squeezing those oblique muscles, you're contracting those abdominals, you're working to find something in space. And we're just going to go back and forth a couple more times. Reach, center, reach, center. Reach, center, reach, center. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to hold the center. Hold, hold, hold. If you want to flip your palms, A-okay. Maybe feel something in your abdominals as you're flipping your palms. Your low back is still pushing into the mat. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, let it go. So we worked the upper abdominals. We worked a little bit of the side abdominals. Now we're going to focus on the lower abdominals. We'll take that block, and I want you to set it underneath your hips. And as you, sorry, there's a bug. As you feel your hips here, you can try to do that same bracing of the core where you tuck your pelvis under. And as you tuck your pelvis under, you might even feel like your feet want to float gradually off the mat, or at least mine do. I feel like I have a bug bite right there. So feel that low back pushing into the mat, like tuck the pelvis so you're trying to push obviously your low back is not going to come into the mat because you have this distance between it. Your pelvis is stabilized because of this block, and it has something that it's using as a focal point for you to stabilize. So now tuck and hold, and from here, try to push your heels into the ground as well, which is a very weird sensation because you're pushing down here, but then you're also pushing down there, and feel that tension rising. Rise, rise, rise. Take a deep breath. Exhale, let it go. Release, drop everything. This time we're going to tuck the pelvis, brace the core, and hover the feet just an inch or two off the ground. And then feel that tension in those deep lower abdominals. I like to think of, I don't know, it's like a football player's like strap. I don't know, it's weird visuals I have in my mind. Oh, it's kind of like a corset, right? Like Madonna had this one outfit where it kind of like dropped down in here, and that's really what these deep abdominals are. They kind of have this channel downwards. And hold, hold, hold. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower the feet, relax. All right, bugs outside. Why I'm doing this outside. Okay, we're gonna brace the core, tuck the pelvis, lift the feet off the ground, and then we're gonna extend the right leg long, and then bring it in. Extend the left leg long, bring it in. Right leg long, bring it in. Left leg long, bring it in. And do this a couple more times. Slowly out, slowly in, and try to get your heel to be like scraping off the bottom of the floor, right? We want to feel that real deep engagement in those lower abdominals. We'll do 2 more each side. 1, 2, and then bring it down, rest. Whew. That really gets a lot of things fired up. So we work the upper abdominals, we work the side, we work the lower. Let's get the middle abdominals now. So a lot of different options here. You can go with your hips still on the block, and our hands are going to push into our knees, and our knees are going to push into our hands, and we're going to create this isometric tension. And also think about tucking that pelvis so you're pushing your low back into the mat, and then feel that tension rising. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale slow. The more we can control our breath when the tensions rise, the more power we have in our body and being, the more resilience we can handle stress. Keep pushing those hands into those knees. 8 more seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Take a breath. We're going to lower our legs down. We are going to release the block from the bottom of our knees, or bottom of our pelvis. Bring your knees up once again, and this time we're going to put the block on our knees. This is a progression, okay? If that was intense and you want to just stay there, please stay there. But if you're ready to progress this, you can bring the block onto the knees and then the elbows into the block. And that really fires up a lot of things. All right, so push, 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 push. Your low back is still pushing into the mat. The tension is just increasing a little bit more. Keep on pushing, keep on pushing. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now release the right leg long and then bring it in. And then release the left leg long and bring it in. Keep on switching right leg and then the left leg. And as you're holding this, you're still pushing into those elbows. You're still pushing into the knees. You're still holding it, but you also have to balance, right? Like if you push too much with one side, you'll lose it. So keep on holding, keep on stabilizing. This is what the core does best. It holds you, protects you, nourishes the movements. 1 more. Inhale, release. Whew. Okay. 1 more move for these deep abdominals. It's a bird dog. So you could use the block or not. I like to use the block. You can have both arms extend away, and exhale, bring it in. Inhale, extend, exhale, bring it in. Inhale, extend, exhale, bring it in. Just like we did in our warm-up, try not to let that opposing leg come in. When you hold this leg in space, that's where the work. Oh, I just got bit. Okay, why am I doing this outside? Ah! Real time, real struggles. Inhale, extend away. Exhale, bring it in. You can even have a little squeezing pressure on that block. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, extend. You're still pushing your low back into the mat, feeling that stability in the abdominals. Let's do 2 more each side. 1, and bring it in. Inhale, extend away. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, extend away. Exhale. Last one here. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it in. Whew. That's a pretty good core sequence. Now you could stop there, or you could continue on. Next video.